Hi, and welcome back to the Spare Room Convos Podcast. This is a podcast where we have conversations about various things in our spare room. I'm Brendan Ford, and I'm joined by the awesome and forever beautiful Brooke Kuzma.
Hey guys.
Brooke, how are you doing?
Pretty good. I've had a week off from school, so I'm feeling rested, rejuvenated. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I wish. I feel sick.
Yeah.
I feel sick. And my mic is giving me issues. I had to move it during our intro.
Yeah.
Everything's just wrong right now.
I'm sorry.
Everything's falling apart.
Yeah, we're like taking turns being sick. Because last time I was sick, now you're sick. Just winter needs to end, basically.
I'm just always sick. It doesn't matter what time of year it is. I'm always sick. I knew the first time I was sick is when I slept in this morning until like 10.
That's facts.
I was like, damn, it's kind of weird. Usually I'm the type of person, like, if I sleep or if I fall asleep at like 1, I still wake up at like 7.
Yeah, you do.
And I was like, oh, I looked over, it was like 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Where'd the entire day go, you know? I was like, what the hell?
No, literally.
Yeah.
But that's been the norm for me, like, this past week, sleeping until 10.
That's crazy.
I've been loving it.
That's crazy. Okay, well, let's get to the show.
Yes.
I'm sure you don't want to hear about me being sick.
Our sleep schedules.
and our sleep patterns. We have a great rundown today. It's episode 29.
Yes.
Almost been doing this thing for a full year, believe it or not.
Yeah.
I think next week is our
1 year.
1 year anniversary.
Which is crazy.
So thank you all for tuning in for the whole for this entire past year. We got our Spotify numbers back too. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
We're a top podcast for like
22 people, I think it was, right?
Yeah, well, I think we're top 10, right? For I think 69 people. Nice.
Yeah, which is crazy.
And then we're top 5 for I think like 30 or something like that.
Yeah, it was. Okay, yeah, top 5 for 57 and top 10 for 69.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Comments.
That's crazy. I can't even imagine that.
Right. I was like, wait.
People actually listen. Why do you guys listen to us?
Like, wait, what?
I can't believe they actually listen to us.
I know, it was kind of crazy. I wasn't expecting it to be that much.
Me either. I thought it'd be like 10.
I know.
It's crazy. It's crazy. But thank you all so much for tuning in for the past year. Again, this is episode 29. We should do something cool for our big 3-0 next week in our full year of doing this thing.
For sure.
Cool. So great rundown today. We is basically TV show focused because Brooke's on winter break. I'm kind of on a fake break, being corporate America, being holidays and whatnot. No one really works during this time period. So we've been watching a lot of TV shows.
We have.
But first, okay, I'll be honest here. Okay, I did not watch any sort of TV shows or docuseries on this story. I saw something on Twitter, and I was like, damn, I didn't realize this was like going on. Mm-hmm. Gypsy Rose.
Yes.
Just got out of prison or jail or whatever. Her first day out basically was like yesterday.
She was vibing.
Had that T Grizzly song on like repeat. And I didn't realize that she got arrested for her mom's like murder.
Yeah.
I never realized that.
Yeah, again, I don't fully know the story either, but I'm pretty sure it was her boyfriend that like her mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I'm taking it. Obviously, she was part of it. She planned it. Her boyfriend did.
Yeah.
And
well, I guess killing someone is against the law. But I thought her mom was like crazy though.
Yeah. No, that's the thing. That's why people are like, she never should have went to jail or prison or whatever, because like her mom was mentally ill in the brain, like pretending that she was sick all these years, like
yeah, it's kind of messed up,
lying about her age, creating fake documents, giving her medication, like claiming she couldn't walk. Like, it's literally insane.
That's wild. But low-key, like, was she just like drugging Gypsy with meds because like she never tried walking or something like that? Like,
I don't think so. Like, I think she was straight up drugging him. I don't know, maybe we need to watch.
She never laid there like the middle of the night like, oh,
try and move.
My leg actually moves, but my mom said I can't walk.
Right.
Like, I can bend it.
I know, it's literally crazy. And I remember
I should watch it though.
When they like saw her like step siblings or something, because I don't know if she has any closely related siblings, but they said that her step siblings like started crying when they like saw her walking because they had no idea that she can walk.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's put that on our watch list.
Yeah.
I don't really want to because I already know the ending of the story. It's just I'll just read like a
article or something.
Yeah, like an article.
Yeah, and to be so honest, I'm not like, this sounds like totally wrong for me because I am into like drama and thriller type things, but like the true crime kind of stuff, like, I don't know, is that what this is considered?
Yeah, kind of.
Like all those, and like, I don't know, maybe like documentaries aren't really my thing.
Yeah, they're pretty boring.
Yeah, I just can't get into it.
Yeah, me either. I just never care for the story, honestly.
I don't.
I want to bring this up because it's like my mind was blown when I found out that she was arrested for it. I thought like she was like the hero of like the story.
Right, like she really is, but
that's not.
I don't know. Maybe that's also why I haven't watched it because like everyone just talks about it. So like, what's the point?
Yeah,
you know.
I guess so. I guess so. I don't know. Hope Gypsy is, again, blaring that T Grizzly First Day Out song on repeat, and hope she makes up for, like, lost time, I guess.
They had a party for her.
Eats lots of fast food. I bet she never had fast food before.
That's so real.
You know what I'm saying? She never had a nice, like, double-decker, like, Wendy's burger before.
What do you think? Like, okay, say you never had fast food, right? What do you think you'd want to try? Like...
Probably like McDonald's. That's like the Flagstaff,
That's so true.
I
feel like that or like Taco Bell.
Taco Bell, yeah. Those like the biggest brands, I think. Yeah. Like I want one of those cheesy gorditos or whatever. I don't know what it's called. All right. Enough of that. Gypsy Rose. I hope you have a great life. If somehow you come across this.
For real. Hope she vibes now.
We only have like 70 fans, I guess, so it's whatever. Okay, so moving on to TV show. So this all started last week because there was an NFL game on Peacock. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to give in to the corporate man. Yeah. I'm not going to sell up to Peacock to watch this Bills and Chargers game. This game will suck. Like, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take my stands and not watch this game. And I sat there. I was like, well, I do have a couple of bets going on for this game. And I'm one of the people like I stressed out and I sweat during a bet. I had to watch it. I feel like when I watched the game, the players I bet on performed better for whatever reason. So I'm like, you know what? I'll give into this. I'll sub to Peacock, whatever. Yeah. It's only like $6 a month or something like that. So it's like whatever. Much? $6.
Oh, I think it's 60. I'm like, dude, what?
Yeah. You're like, what are you doing? Yeah, I got the premium gold package, so I'm paying $60 a month for Peacock. That's crazy. It's only like $6. Okay, so it's really whatever. But anyway, so following the game, I sat there. I'm like, you know what? Like, I've been hating the content on Netflix lately. Yeah, Hulu's kind of been washy too. We already have Max. HBO Max. Like, we watch it sometimes. Didn't even like that stuff either. Yeah. Maybe I can browse through Peacock and see what's going on. And sure enough, I saw. So I'm a sucker for like watching the like Emmy. Nominated ones. Exactly. Yeah. If it has that tagline that says like it's up for an Emmy, I'll watch it because I just think that show's good. And sure enough, like the first three things I saw, the first three titles were all like Emmy. Yeah. Awarded stuff. I'm like, all right, cool. All right, I'll watch it. Exactly. So, Brooke and I binge watched the following shows, and there's only been like one season out for each show. Yeah. Which sucks. Now we're waiting to see if another season will come out and when that next season will come out. Like, I think we're still waiting on Peacock. Will say they'll make a new season of these shows. I think so. Which are up for like Emmys, so I'm pretty sure they will. Yeah. But anyways, the following show that we watched over the past like week and a half. Yeah. We watched a lot.
They were really good.
They are good. The shows are Poker Face, The Resort, and Based on a True Story. And we're gonna go one by one for each show, kind of give a little bit background on it, and our thoughts and reaction to the first seasons. Yeah. And again, these are all on Peacock too. Yes. Which is really, really surprising. These are actually one of the best shows I've seen like all year.
In a while, yeah.
They're really on Peacock.
Yeah, so random.
Peacock's like the Reebok of like the content space. It's like Peacock.
For that. Yeah.
Like come on, dude. Like come on, it's Peacock. Anyways, okay. So Poker Face. Poker Face is a drama, but it's pretty funny. The season came out in I think June of 2023. It was directed by Ryan Johnson. And it stars Natasha Lyonne, who is better known for her role, for her character's name, but she plays in Orange is the New Black.
Yeah, she slays.
And Benjamin Bratt, which I don't know if like he has a big role somewhere, but he has one of those faces. You're like, oh,
that looks familiar.
I know that face.
Yeah.
He's from something.
Is that the son or the dad?
That's actually the corrupt employee for the casino that chases after. We're kind of getting like the plot here.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah, like the guy who's trying to hunt down. So, anyways, let's go into the plot. It'll make more and more sense. So, Natasha's character is like this person who can just tell when someone's like lying or something.
Yeah. And
she basically uses her ability to try to solve murders. So it's like a mystery show too. Mm-hmm. And she got into some trouble with some people who's pretty big in the whole like gambling thing, like Vegas, and she's pretty much on the run from Benjamin Bratt's character.
Okay, yeah, I know who you're talking about now.
So yeah, it's pretty funny, and like it's a pretty short season. I think it's like 10 episodes.
Yeah, it wasn't long.
And they're about like 50 minutes long, so it's pretty long actually. Yeah. And throughout the season, you see other faces that you know, mm-hmm. like it's not like unknown people in these shows. They're actually pretty like cool. So, anyways, it tested out on Rotten Tomatoes with a 98%. So I thought that's pretty spot on. Really I was like, wow, this show is actually really good.
Yeah,
it's funny. The writing is awesome. Again, like the characters are awesome. I think like the cast in general makes sense.
Yeah.
Each episode brought something new, mm-hmm. like a new like twist, and like I don't know, it's really fresh. The best way I can explain it.
It was. It's interesting.
I know that you were watching it kind of off and on.
Yeah.
While I was watching it. Do you have any thoughts on top of your mind at all about the show?
Well, what stuck out to me, like when I did watch it, is like how the episode was set up. So, like you said, it was like her trying to like figure out murders. But what's cool about the episode is you'll like see the murder, but then it goes back to like the past, and you see how it like plays out and how she's trying to figure out. Then it like leads to the murder, and then she's like trying to figure out how it happened. So it's kind of cool. Like you're in the know mm-hmm. of like what's going on. So I don't know. I thought that was different because normally like you're trying to figure out too, like with the character, like OMG, what happened? How'd they get murdered? Like you don't know, but in the show you do know. So it's kind of cool, just like different.
That is a really good point because that's the first couple. I think by the third or fourth episode, I kind of caught on to what the format was like. But I was super confused about that because it would show like a random people that worked in a gas station, right? And then someone would stab someone. I'm like, what does it have to do with the main character at all? Yeah. She's running for some like gambling king in like Vegas. What does this have to do? Yeah. And then it will later on show in that, episode how she was tied into the people who worked at the gas station, the person who got killed.
Right.
And I kept going like every episode is that format. So I thought that part was pretty fresh to your point. Took me a little bit to catch on. I'm like, what?
Yeah. I remember us like the first episode, we were like saw the murder, we're like, okay, and then all of a sudden we're like, wait, did he just die? Like what the heck? So it was really confusing at first.
Do you know how like some shows have like a card that says like, hey, this happened 24 hours ago?
Yeah.
Like there was none of that. Someone just died. And it's just like the next scene, they were like alive and well talking to someone. I was like what? I don't know what. Didn't that person just get stabbed through like the heart? Like what's going on?
It was so confusing.
Yeah. But anyways, it's an awesome show. If you like mystery and like comedy drama stuff, you should definitely watch it. It's pretty good. Next up on our list, The Resort. I actually had high hopes for this one.
I did too.
Because of the cast.
Yeah, it was really good. Like I recognized a lot of the people in there. Actually.
Yeah, the cast is awesome. So The Resort, again, also on Peacock. Actually came out in 2022.
Oh. Yeah.
And it's a comedy and mystery show. I'm not gonna list off all the stars in it. There's a couple people that we should all like kind of know, I guess.
Yeah.
Kristen Milioti.
Yeah, I think so.
Hope I'm saying that right. If you're a big How I Met Your Mother fan, which is actually that's one of my favorite sitcoms ever, she plays Ted's wife in it. So she's only in it for like 3 episodes. So it's kind of funny how the entire show is about finding her. Yeah. And then she like dies in like 3 episodes. It's wild. Cool. But yeah, so she plays the wife and mom in How I Met Your Mother. Okay. And then she also is she plays Jordan Belfort's wife in Wolf of Wall Street, I think.
No, that's Margot Robbie.
No, so Jordan left her, Kristen, for Margot Robbie.
I haven't seen that movie in forever. I'm like, no, I know Margot Robbie.
Yeah. So she was with Jordan for like the come up. And then when Jordan started getting that bag, he went with the Duchess or whatever he called some weird thing. I don't know. Okay, so and then moving on from her in Wolf of Wall Street. William Jackson Harper also plays in The Resort, and he's better known for his role as Chidi in The Good Place, which is another like great show, and that's on Netflix.
I haven't really watched that one.
Oh, you should watch it. It's awesome.
I remember you watched it,
and he played his character so well too. Awesome. And then lastly, a random person who I didn't think would be in this show, Debbie Ryan was in it for whatever reason.
She's just a floater in it.
So. Yeah, she doesn't even have a big part, which really like shocked me because she's Debbie Ryan.
Because she is a bigger actor. It is really weird. But yeah, she literally, we're like watching, we're like, Debbie Ryan? Like, what are you doing here?
So random. But let me tell you a little bit about the plot. So The Resort is about a couple who's kind of having like a rough patch or a failing marriage, goes on a random vacation, I guess. I think to a place. Do you remember where the resort was actually at?
I don't.
It's filmed in Puerto Rico, but I don't think the setting is Puerto Rico. I don't know. I don't know either.
Beachy vibe.
It's some weird tropical place. Okay, move on. Moving on. Anyways, they kind of get caught up in the mystery of two teenagers who went to the same resort kind of vanished.
Yeah, they went missing
15 years ago or 15 years prior to when this couple went there. And they kind of I don't want to give away everything, but kind of stumbled upon this mystery because, I don't know, they're just bored, middle-aged people. They kind of took upon themselves to kind of investigate these kids, disappearance. Yeah. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So, the plot's really good. I like the writing in it. The cast was awesome. Again, another like fresh story too. Yeah. It was pretty cool to see. It tested out pretty well. It got an 88%.
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty accurate.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'll probably give like an 8.5 out of 10. So it's kind of like right there. But I wish there was more. So I think this is a show where they won't have a second season. If they do, they will follow another character. I don't want to give it away, but there was someone who worked at the actual resort who I think will be the main character for following seasons because he left that resort for a different resort. Yeah. I don't want to give that stuff away. But anyways, I will say this show will leave you with a lot of unanswered questions.
Yes. Okay. That's what I was going to say too.
A lot of unanswered questions.
Like the end, I was like, what's happening? Yeah. we're like on Google, like what's happening?
Yeah. That's the one negative I'll say about this show is like, I think they rushed the ending. Yeah. I think they could have expanded out a little more. Unless they're going with the strategy of like not giving the audience a lot of answers, like leaving a lot of unanswered stuff. But yeah, I don't know. The questions you leave unanswered will make you want to bang your head against the wall, though, because you're like, how did that happen? What's going on? They just won't talk about it. They're like, yeah,
right, yeah. They literally just like moved on, and let's just be so real. Like the ending was like, what the heck just happened, kind of thing. Yeah. And so if they do have a season 2, I would hope that they would go into it because they literally solved whatever, and then it's like, but how? Yeah. Like, how did that happen? And then they're just like chill about it. They're like, yeah, no, I'm gonna go do this or whatever. I'm like, what? Like, do we not just like are we not shocked by what just happened?
I feel like they won't talk about it though. I feel like it'll be.
But they like should, because like why? How did that happen?
You know how like the White Lotus changes like settings every season?
Yeah.
I feel like it'll be like that. Like he'll. I don't want to give it away, but the guy who I think will be the main focus for following seasons, if they do come out with more, will just go to a new spot, get like a new job, and solve another.
I don't like that.
I don't know. I don't like it either.
I can see it though. But yeah, they do leave a lot of loose ends. Like, even going towards the end, they'll be like, look at this clue. And then never talk about it again.
And then be like, no.
And I'll be like, but what about it? Like,
Yeah.
what are we going to go back to it? No, they don't.
Yeah.
They don't go back to it.
It's weird.
It's so random. And
random.
I would really like an answer on that too. But apparently
I don't think we will.
Apparently not.
I don't think we will. But again, that show is called The Resort. And again, that's on Peacock.
Yes.
A last show that's on Peacock. Based on a true story.
I picked this one.
This one was good. I was giving up.
Yeah.
I had one of those moments like, oh, the world's ending. There's no good TV shows.
Yeah,
Content sucks. I'm sitting here in silence. And you're like, okay, let's try this show out. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I actually liked it. So Based on a True Story is a comedy thriller. Came out in 2023. It was directed by Jennifer Arnold.
Yes.
And the stars, I'm going to say her last name wrong. Kaylee Cuoco? I don't know. I'm sorry. She plays in The Big Bang Theory.
She's a Penny?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, like the girlfriend or whatever.
Yeah.
So she's a pretty big
Um,
star in there.
Tom Bateman, Chris Messina, Natalie Dwyer, who plays in Stranger Things. I forget her character's name in Stranger Things. Actually, it's Will's sister.
Yeah.
I
was literally gonna call her Natalie, but that's her actual name.
Isn't it?
Or wait, is it Natalie?
I think it might be Natalie. The first thing that came to my mind is Natalie. I was like, no, that can't be right because that's her actual name. But I think it might be Natalie.
I think it might be too.
People probably screaming at us. Oh no, it's not. It's Mary.
Great.
Okay.
I can't remember.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, she's from Stranger Things, so she's
also was like a Debbie Ryan character. Like she's a bigger star, but really
didn't have a big part.
No, but yeah, I thought she would, but because I like her, she's a good actress, but she wasn't really in there.
Same here. I would have given based off the first season. Now this is a show that will have a second season.
Yeah.
Because it kind of leaves at a cliffhanger. I would have given this, at least based on the first season, a 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Looks like the Rotten Tomato score is 77%, so kind of 7 out of 10. So I think it's pretty spot on. I think. Yeah. It's a good show, but I think at times lacked a little bit of substance to it.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know. I'm just laughing because okay, so like the plot of this show is like kind of like people who are obsessed with like true crime podcasts, like the wife, like Kaylee in this show is like obsessed with true crime, and like in their city there's a like murderer going around called the West Side Ripper. The
West Side Ripper. I think
Whipper.
He's a serial killer.
Yeah.
In LA.
And like they're like obsessed with it, and basically like I don't know, should I give it away?
I don't want to give it away. Basically, her and the husband do something with the serial killer.
Yeah.
Yeah. To try to profit off it.
Yeah, but then throughout it, I'm like questioning like who actually is the murderer.
I think that guy is definitely the serial killer.
I'm pretty sure he is now, but in the beginning, like I'm like, is he? Like I couldn't tell. Like we're like 3 or 4 episodes in, I'm like, is he really the killer? Like I couldn't tell if he was like messing with them or not. Like,
no, I think he definitely was the killer.
Yeah.
And I'm just looking at time real quick. Okay, we're good. Yeah, I think the big point I want to get across to people is like this show, even though it is a thriller, it's not really scary.
No, it's not.
It's very lighthearted and funny.
Yeah. It's
basically just it's a comedy show. Yeah. Really, it's what it is.
That's why I put comedy, because on Peacock it says it's a comedy, but then when you search it on Google it says it's a thriller. So I'm like,
it's not a
it's
thriller
not
at
a
all.
thriller. It's not scary. I mean, there's some gruesomeness, but
Oh yeah, there is. I forgot. Yeah, there is.
There's
There definitely is.
in there, but yeah, it's not scary.
Yeah, but it's a really it's an entertaining show. I would think it's kind of mindless. You get a couple lighthearted chuckles in there. It's not like super funny.
Yeah, no.
But I think it's
decent.
It's overall a good show.
Yeah.
I would watch the second season and watch the rest of the show.
Yes.
Yeah, I would. And again, that show is called Based on a True Story, and that's also on Peacock. If you're bored during this, I don't know, winter, go ahead and watch those three shows, and yeah. Who knew Peacock had some like gems on there?
Exactly.
You know, we have to get on the Peacock wave before they increase their prices like every other streaming service.
Exactly. So get on there, guys.
Get on there. All right, Brooke. Enough about Peacock. We're not even sponsored by them. We're not even sponsored. And we're over talking about like 3,000 shows they have.
Right. We're like
giving them all these reviews. We're not even
Peacock.
sponsored.
I'm just kidding.
Jeez. Maybe they got some, money for this.
Heck yeah.
Maybe. But anyway, let's go over to another streaming service.
Yes.
Where we watched the show School Spirits on the good old flicks. Grandpa Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix has been lacking, but this show is pretty good. So, yeah, like Brent said, School Spirits. It's also a drama. The director, Brian Danley, there's a lot of them. Hannah McPherson, Max Winkler, and Oregon Zegman, maybe? Not sure if I said any of those right. But the main character is Peyton List, and she's also a Disney star with Debbie Ryan. She's in Jessie.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
She's like the blonde girl. Milo Manheim is in the show as well. Spencer McPherson and Kristen Ventura. I think these are pretty like new actors and actresses. I didn't really recognize them, but I think that's kind of telling in the show a little bit. I'm not
I'll save my thoughts towards the end of what what you're going to say.
But yeah, it did get an 83%, which isn't terrible. Like, I think the storyline is pretty good, actually. So, essentially, the plot is, like, the main character, she dies at the school, but, like, she's stuck there with all these other spirits. That's why it's literally called School of Spirits. And it's total side note, like, why would you go to school somewhere where you knew, like, so many people died? Like, you're watching the show, there's, like, over 50 ghosts there.
Well, I'll say that, like, I don't think they even know. Like, the current students, like, if someone told me, like, if someone asked me, how many students died at your high school? I'd be like, I have no clue. Like, who even talks about that?
But it seems like it was, like, a lot.
It was a lot.
like a whole, like, bus of the band.
Yeah.
Like, that's
which
not, like,
showed,
common knowledge.
5 band members, too, which is weird. Like,
Yeah.
where's the whole other part of the band?
I think some survived and some didn't. I don't know. I can't remember now.
Makes sense.
But, like, there was, like, a fire and some, like,
well,
these should be, like, known.
Well, a lot of this happened from, like, decades ago, too, prior.
That's
because
true.
the setting isn't current time.
Yeah.
And some people died in, like, the 50s.
Yeah,
like,
that's
I wouldn't
true.
even know that.
That's facts. But, yeah, there's a lot of people there. And so, like, she's trying to figure out, I don't know, basically her death and stuff. It is an interesting plot, I will say that. But some of the acting is cringe.
Yes. Yes. That's my biggest gripe with the show, and I'm sure I'll get ripped for it. But I would have given this, at least the first season, like a 6 out of 10, just off the acting alone. I mean, to your point, I really like the storyline and the plot. It's an new idea, I think. Mm-hmm. It's about a girl who dies in the school, and she's trying to solve her murder because she doesn't remember anything of it. Right. And she's, befriended other kids who died in the same school. Mm-hmm. And they're all, and then the subplot point, or the B plot line, I guess, are like the people who died are trying to release themselves from the school so they can go on to the afterlife, basically. So they're trying to like move on, right? So that's another cool plotline point that like, because it's like the girl, the main character, trying to solve her murder, and then also like the people who are also died are trying to solve a way to release themselves from the binds of the school. Yeah. So that part's cool, but some of the acting,
yeah, some of it's just a little.
I'm no actor myself. I'm sure it's hard. I'm sure it's hard. Okay, but some of the acting was so cringe. I know I'm gonna get ripped for that, but I could not stand the acting sometimes.
No, there were some times where we're like watching it. We're like, should we stop? Like, I'm not gonna lie.
It was so cringe.
But then like, you do get into it though, because then we're like, well, like, how did she die? Like, we want to know.
Well, again, it wraps you into her murder. Yeah. Like, so then we're guessing. Oh, was it this person? Was it this person? Yeah. And then also like, I actually was kind of rooting for the other kids who died. Like, oh, like, you know, this person needs to figure this piece out so they can solve whatever internal issues they got, so they can go off. Yeah. So it wraps you in emotionally. Yeah. With the characters and their stories. It's just like some of the acting though. Yeah. Was so bad.
Yeah. It's just like weird. Like poor choices were made. I'm like, oh, this is a little cringe. But I don't know. The ending was pretty good. Like obviously they set it up so there could be a second season. I don't know if there's any information.
There definitely will be a second season, I think.
But I'm intrigued. Like the ending truly got me. I was actually confused. Brendyn had to like explain it to me, like what happened. I was like, wait, what? I didn't get it. But then when Brendyn explained it, it made sense. But
it is a plot twist.
Yeah, like I was not expecting that. It was truly crazy.
And that's something that I will give to the writers. It's when I say the acting is bad, I don't think the writing was bad. I think the actual actors were bad. Yes. The writing was well done.
Good. Yeah.
So to that point, like the entire season sets up that plot twist, but it's like subtle foreshadowing.
Yeah, like you don't
really realize until you look back, like, oh, that's what this person meant, or that's what I think the writers were trying to convey with that one scene that will set up the huge plot twist. Yeah, so that part was extremely well done.
Right. Yeah, because once you like explained it and then we were talking about it, Brendyn was like, oh, remember this and this? And I was like, oh, shoot. Yeah, like it was definitely leading up to it, but you don't realize it.
Yeah, you don't really, you're like, okay, whatever. Like, why is that a big deal? Whatever. But it sets it up nicely. Yeah. It does. So hopefully, you know, the actual people in the actual cast can kind of improve a little bit. Yeah. But I get it. I mean, I think Netflix, I don't want to say like makes their money off the backs of people who aren't proven yet, but Netflix come out with a lot of original work. Right. And, you know, sometimes you can't pay top dollars for a top person. Right. You know, exactly. Get your start somewhere. And I think that's exactly what the show is, because there's a lot of younger people in this show. I think like Peyton, what's her name? Peyton List.
Yeah, that's what we
probably has the most experience. Yeah. In like the whole show business world.
Yeah.
Right. So again, not trying to knock the actual people, but I think that's the one criticism I'll give to School Spirits. Yeah. Is the acting in itself needs to get a little bit better, I think. Yeah. But the show's cool. I mean, it's a good enough show to watch. Again, I give the first season like a 6 out of 10. But I'm intrigued to see how they kind of go about the whole second season. Yeah. And if there will be more than that. But I think they can probably wrap up the show in the second season, I think.
I think so too. I think if it goes past that, it'll be weird.
Yeah, it'll just be dragging it out.
Yeah. It won't be worth it.
Agreed. All right. Well, we have one last show on the docket here.
Yes.
It's kind of a remake, I guess, or like a reboot.
Yeah, it is.
I guess, because they failed the first time.
What? It wasn't a show the first time.
It was a movie series.
Yeah.
And they only do like 2 movies? 3 maybe?
I think so.
How many books are there? 4 or 5?
Yeah, there's quite a few.
So they kind of just like dropped the ball. Like, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I don't know either, because I love it. To put everyone at ease, I'm sure you're on the edge of your seat trying to figure out what we're talking about, is Percy Jackson and the Olympians just came out as a TV series on Disney+. And I love this because, like, I read this in, like, 6th grade. I loved maybe even before that, 4th grade, 5th grade. I don't know. But I love those books. I read like all of them. And then the movie came out. So that's why I was also a little confused, because I was like, wait, there's already a movie. But I don't hate it though.
Yeah. I don't know. I have my own feelings about Percy Jackson series. Like, it had so much promise.
Yeah.
It should have been at the level of like Harry Potter and like the Hunger Games.
Right. Yes.
And it just hasn't. Even we'll give our thoughts on like the show. Like, yeah. I'm not even that impressed with the show that much right now.
Yeah.
But granted, it's only 3 episodes out right now. So it just started. Mm-hmm. Can't really give a full synopsis on it.
Yeah.
But my own personal thoughts, I would have rather seen a movie series.
Yeah.
And like have it well done, nice, CGI, effects, all that stuff.
Yeah, like Harry Potter and Hunger Games.
Yeah, exactly. I really think it could have been up there.
Because this series is really good.
And there's a lot of content there.
Right.
There's like 4 or 5 books.
Right.
So it's like, and it's cool stuff about Greek gods and goddesses and stuff like that. Like it's cool stuff.
Like
there's action involved in it too. So like they could have done a whole lot of cool stuff with this.
Yeah.
And I'm not knocking Disney. They can probably pull off a nice show.
Yeah.
And a show probably makes them more money than a movie, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe though, because like they can't do like, because there's so much there. Each season, like if they do 1 season per book, it has to be at least like 10 plus episodes.
Yeah.
I would think, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's going with the book. Like, I don't know. Like, they're kind of dragging it out, I feel like. You know what I mean? I mean, not in a bad way, but it's like following the plot line.
Yeah, I think so.
I just feel like it's like long. Like, there's not as much in the episode as I felt like there was going to be.
Yeah.
But the episodes aren't that long.
Well, that's the thing. This point I'm trying to get to is like, I don't want them to take stuff out for the sake of having, we need this done in 10.
Yeah. I don't want that either.
Like, make it 20 like episodes then per like season.
Yeah.
Don't cut stuff out.
Yeah, no.
Or else should just made this a damn movie.
That's facts.
I get like that. I don't know. And I get it. Like, maybe Disney Plus's numbers were kind of faltering. I don't know what the numbers are. Mm-hmm. So maybe they're like, listen, we need some headliner. Let's just put Percy Jackson and make that a show. Yeah. Instead of like a full-on movie.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know.
But yeah, I mean, the Rotten Tomatoes score so far is like pretty decent, 96. The directors are Jonathan Steinberg and Dan Schatz, and which is cool. I'm probably going to butcher his name, Rick Riordan, the author. Like, he's still working with them, which is cool, I think.
Well, I think so.
I mean,
I think it makes sense because he's like, y'all messed up my body at work the first time.
That's
I don't know if like Disney who made the first couple movies.
I don't think it was.
I don't know which production company it was. But he probably is like hoping like, please, can get a company to get this right.
Right.
Please, because there is good content there.
No, I agree. That's why I think it's good that he's working with it, because I feel like he doesn't want things to be missed out on. But I don't really think they missed out on that many things in the movie.
They just like stopped.
At least that I remember. But yeah, they just didn't give it what it deserved.
Yeah, exactly.
But there's a lot of new actors in this show as well. Walker Scobell plays Percy. Leah Jeffries plays Annabeth. I'm gonna butcher his name. Arian Simhardy plays Grover. And then we got a couple people in the show that are some bigger names. So Jason Mantzoukas, I have no idea how to say that.
I love that guy.
He plays Dionysus.
Yep.
He's in Parks and Recs, Big Mouth, Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
He's the funny guy with like the black hair.
Curly hair.
He's super funny. He's awesome.
And like his character of Dionysus is so like it's perfect for him.
Yeah, I think he just plays himself.
Yeah,
in like every role he does, and he's just so funny.
Yeah, and then I haven't seen him yet. I don't think. Lin-Manuel Miranda, so he's a really big name. I don't know if you know him, but he's like super big in Hamilton. He's in a character in Encanto and like Moana. He's like really big in like the musical realm. He's a really like popular singer. He was even in that one we watched, Andrew Garfield, Tick Tick Boom or something, Tick-Tock, something like that. That's a musical.
Yeah.
He's in that too. So he's in a lot of like big name like musical things. So I'm intrigued to see like who he plays. So haven't seen him yet in the episodes so far. But yeah, I mean it's decent and it's following the plot line and it's kind of fun to like kind of think back to the book. I obviously haven't read it in like forever.
Yeah, it's been a long time for me
but
too.
We'll be like talking, we're like, did that happen in the book or like what's gonna happen?
I think they're definitely changing details for like the show.
Yeah,
I think they are.
I mean, I think there's more of like a little bit of a modern twist on it a little bit.
Yeah,
because there's some things where it's like that didn't happen in the book, or it's like, yeah, that was pretty accurate, or I don't know, like the one episode we just watched, like involving Medusa, like I didn't love that. I liked the scene better in the movie. I feel like it was more accurate, but I don't know. Like, I also didn't mind it, though.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It had, like, parts that were accurate to the book, but not. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I'll say my final thoughts for the end of the season.
Yeah.
Just to see things change, but I'm not blown away by it right now.
I don't mind it. I kind of like it.
Yeah. That's okay. It's all right show. I'm not saying it's bad.
It's nostalgic.
Yeah.
That's why I like it, I think.
I just hope they just do right by like the series.
Yeah.
And the books. Like,
I'm in my like nostalgic era. I said area. Watching this and then reading the new Hunger Games book, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I feel like I'm in 6th grade again.
That's
funny. I'm like reading these and watching these. I'm like, ooh, all my favorite things.
That's funny.
Is it funny?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm just chilling as usual.
I get you. But yeah, these were like the things I liked in like elementary school. So I'm like, oh, this is kind of fun. We're like taking a turn back.
Yeah, that's true.
But don't they say that? Like history repeats itself a little bit?
It does. Yeah. Mostly because people like, especially in like the entertainment business, like they feed on that.
Oh,
like,
for sure.
That's why I keep doing the same stuff over and over and over again.
That's true. And like with Disney, like making like the live actions and stuff, it's literally the same movie, just like
it's like they're like,
now.
Let's see, come up with a fresh new idea or do a live action Cinderella. Cinderella.
Right, exactly.
Like what? But yeah, just as a recap, today's show, we talked about 5 shows?
I think so.
Yeah, 3 on Peacock, Poker Face, The Resorts, and Based on a True Story. And then School Spirits on Netflix, and then Percy Jackson and the Olympians on Disney Plus.
Yeah, so
go watch those if you haven't. They are entertaining. They are good stuff. I'm gonna go probably sleep. My head is pounding. Yeah. But thank you all so much for joining. Yes. And again, thank you all for a great first year.
Yes.
I'm sure we will record next weekend.
For sure.
And yeah, I guess we'll see y'all next time.
Bye, guys.